So where's the wind coming today? This way?
It's blowing this way.
Oh, that's weird.
No, wait, yes, this way.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
The flags are pointing that direction.
All right. Hey, welcome to MESArc Team Elite. I'm Mr. Marshall, and I've got Nick here again. And Nick, you've done something pretty cool. Why don't you go ahead and share what you got?
So this is the MF-35. We took the, this is the Super Mega Jet?
It's the Monster Jet.
Monster Jet off of the 200% 22. So this is one of them. And we're going to do it on 4S. So see how fast we can get going. And then I also went with this is kind of the first attempt at a rudder, and it looks pretty, I guess you could say, ghetto or rednecked.
I think it looks kind of cool.
The whole concept with this is there's one servo in the middle. I thought about two, but it's just a ton of weight, so I just went with one. But the servo moves, and then the rudder, both the rudder moves. Some of the issues I thought of, I'm not sure which might end up being an issue, is because they're angled to the side like a V. You might get more of a V-tail effect.
Yeah, I hear you.
And give it kind of a weird rudder turn, so I'm not sure what'll happen.
So before you do your speed runs, maybe you might want to we'll let the viewers know when you tried the rudder and see how that looks. Because I haven't seen any of our students at the middle school level try rudders on these type of planes. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And so then these are elevators, right? You're going to use those?
And then I have two elevators, and because the motor and ESC weigh so much, I had to move the elevator servos way farther up than we usually do. And it's pretty, I did this all last minute, like 30 minutes ago, so it's not the cleanest, but I'm excited because it should be able, it's pretty strong. Everything's pretty sturdy. And then I have the two ailerons, which, what was I gonna say? Just the normal.
Just normal?
Crank them up.
Yeah. What are your throws?
I've got everything except for the elevator at 150%.
150%?
And I've got it on 3 rates, so I'm able to.
Okay, so you can
it.
go low.
I'm not
gonna
start.
Fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, you're gonna go 100 miles an hour with 150% dual expose.
The only issue is the elevator's not quite as much as I wanted, because I was having issues with getting the servos, putting them right where I wanted, and having them move the right direction if I used a Y harness. So I just went with two elevators. A 2 servo elevator, but I had to plug it into the elevator and then one into gear, and then I had to mix them together. And because I mixed them, I wasn't getting the same, they weren't moving at the same speed.
Okay.
So I had to lower the elevator one and raise the gear so that they would move at the same speed. So I'm not really able to get the full 150% elevator.
And how come you didn't do just a regular Y harness?
Because if I did the way the servos that I have, I would have had to put one on the inside of the plane and one on the outside.
Gotcha.
I tried every combination of reversing and moving servo directions and servo horns, but nothing worked. So this was kind of what I ended up with.
I think a lot of people are going to ask, how the heck did you do this?
Oh yes.
So
this is my first attempt at this. I had lots of issues with it peeling up on the sides, but it's a piece of paper that I printed off a plotter, and it's just a picture I picked off the internet, and then you spray it with spray-on glue. I don't remember the specific name of it, and then you lay your foam down onto the paper, and then you smooth it out, and then you let it dry for 45 minutes, and then you just cut it out like everything else. The biggest issue is
it's pretty smooth.
Yeah. The biggest issue is it peels up on the edges, so it's kind of coming up all over the place. So the next time I do it, I'm going to probably do the edges a little different, see if I can coat them in glue or something.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know how that works, because, man, I bet you the kids would love to be able to do...
You can do anything.
So,
you can do a picture of that
I know, like
profile picture.
Really cool picture of like a it could be their favorite drink, it could be their favorite team, a college team or something that they might want to put on there. Because that's really, really
it's
cool.
way faster than painting.
Well, yeah, and it looks awesome. It looks amazing. But you painted this though, right? You had to,
yeah.
or was that?
I painted this because the plotter I was using, I printed it off at like 2:30 in the morning, and I was having issues getting it to print big enough, so I just quit and painted the rest of it.
Nice. So what's the goal here? So we're going to try the attempt to see how you did the gears in the elevator mixing, and see how those worked, and then we're going to attempt to see how the rudders work on these type of planes. I haven't seen, and I haven't even seen in our social media people sharing a rudder-like effect on their planes with our planes. We haven't seen it. So I'm really interested in that, and I'm interested to see how this works and how it holds up, especially when you start to pick up the speed a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know, now that you're going with the monster jet in here, having that kind of control is going to be huge.
Yeah.
So hopefully it gives you what you need to do. And then if
happens.
you know, based on how you're flying and trying to keep it safe, you know, if it flies well, then we can try to crank it up and see how fast you can go. We've got the good old radar gun to see if you can break that 100 mark, because that'd be pretty intense. Well, because of the sure danger that it might bring, and with that close quarters out in the back and with track happening, we're gonna try it out in this open farm, which is right across the street, and hope for the best. Yeah. Hey, you want me to throw it? Yeah, we got the good wind.
I'm not sure if I'm more nervous for this or the big 22.
Wow.
I can't decide if I'm disappointed or impressed.
All right, Nick. Well, sometimes things don't go to plan, but every time there's a failure, there's something to gain from it. So, what's your next steps? Even though it didn't work, or what do you think might have happened in that turn?
I'm almost completely sure it was just too much torque from the motor. I had my aileron all the way to the right, and I couldn't straighten it out at all. So I think we just need to scale it up, give it more wing area, more wingspan, and so that it has a lot more stability.
Would you do, if you scaled it up, would you make the control surfaces bigger too, or would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can
definitely,
so you
especially
can
the ailerons.
so you can combat that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't get to try all the testing scenarios that we came up with. We didn't get to try really any of them, but that's okay. And so we'll try to get this thing bigger, or at least Nick will try to get this bigger, or potentially move on to something else. You were thinking maybe doing the Wolverine, scale that up around 120 or so?
Something like that.
I think the Wolverine would be really cool too, to scale that up 120.
Something with the monster jet.
Yeah, something that can handle what the monster jet weight, and especially the ESC that comes with it is huge.
Yeah.
You know, we want to try to get some speed out of it, so we go 4-cell. So you're adding a lot of weight on that frame that we typically do a 22-12-6 on and 3-cell battery. So.
Sure.
But no, I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. That's really, really cool. I still think that we should test that with another plane in the future and see where it goes. But you should still be proud of where you're going to be moving to next.
Yeah.
Even though we crashed, it was still a pretty epic crash.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Nick and Lee to come out with some other cool projects in the future.